If your curls are always dry, frizzy, or just not acting right, you might be making one of those 7 mistakes. Mistakes I made too. There's a million curly hair tips online and I've tried all of them. Some absolutely game changers, others some of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my curly hair journey. But once I figured out what was actually holding my curls back, everything changed. So today I'm breaking down the 7 biggest mistakes I made and what you should do instead to get healthy defined curls that actually last. Let's get straight into it. Here is the first mistake I made that held my curls back for years. I used to think co-washing was the key to healthy curls. Hot shampoo was the enemy. Big mistake. At first, my hair felt soft, but over time, my scalp got itchy, my curls lost their bounce. Turns out, my scalp was suffering. I was just layering buildup on top of buildup.
That's product buildup, girl.
Curly heads started co-washing because shampoos were packed with sulfates that dried out curls, especially because curly hair is naturally dry. But skipping shampoo completely, that's where things went wrong. Now, I stick to a hydrating sulfate-free shampoo once a week to keep my scalp clean. And if I need extra wash days, I co-wash or use conditioner, but never rely on it alone. Nobody told me that drying my hair with a towel was half the reason my curls looked frizzy. The rough fabric rubs against the curls and disturbs the pattern. So I'd use an old cotton t-shirt instead or a microfiber towel. Just gently squeeze the water out without any aggressive rubbing. When I first did my big chop, I was deep conditioning like my life depended on it. But over time, I got lazy and my curls paid for it. Skipping deep conditioning is gonna equal to dry, brittle curls that refuse to pop. I'd keep it in my routine no matter what. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, non-negotiable. If you want my go-to deep conditioner routine that keeps curls hydrated, I've got a whole video on it right here. And there's one mistake that made the biggest difference in my curls. I'll share it at the end, so stick around. I grew up in a household where I was the only one with curly hair and no one knew how to care for it. Brushing it dry was what any straight-haired person thinks to do to hair. And it was odd that my hair just got bigger and bigger the more I brushed. But beside creating frizz and a big fro, brushing curly hair when it's dry can disturb the pattern and cause breakage. Instead, detangle in the shower with a conditioner using a flexible brush or fingers. This is my favorite curly hair brush. It's so flexible and gentle that it won't create any damage. Link in the description if you are in the market for a good brush. I used to wake up with my curls looking completely destroyed. Turns out it wasn't my products. It was my pillowcase. For the longest time, I thought my curls just didn't last past day 1, but really, I was sleeping on cotton, which was sucking all the moisture out of my hair and the friction created frizz. Now I use a satin or silk pillowcase and a bonnet and my curls last all week without needing a refresh. If you want a full wash day routine that lasts 7 days, I've got a video for that too. Oh, and never ever sleep with wet hair. Not only can mold grow on your scalp and cause scalp irritation, but going to bed with wet curls can lead to matting, frizz, and uneven curl pattern. Let your hair air dry or diffuse before sleeping. There's a long list of ingredients people say that curly heads need to avoid. But if I had to pick one that wrecked my curls the most, it would be drying alcohols. A lot of gels and mousses are packed with alcohols that leave curls crispy, dry, and stiff. I'll stick to alcohol-free formulas so my hair actually stay hydrated while holding the curl. One of the biggest mistakes I made is applying products when my hair was just damp. Your hair should be soaking wet when applying your styling products. Think about it this way. Frizz is just a curl waiting to happen. Water is what makes it beautiful. Styling products is what holds it in place. I started styling right in the shower or keeping a spray bottle nearby to re-wet sections as I go. If you struggle with frizz, try this one change and see what happens. Here's a bonus tip. Keep your hands off your curls. Once my curls finally started looking good, I couldn't stop touching them. Even other people will ask to touch them. But the more I touch them, the frizzier they got. Now, I let them fully dry before doing anything. If I need to scrunch out the crunch, I wait until my hair is 100% dry. The more you touch your curls, the more frizz you will create. If you want to see the best curly hair routine for beginners, click this video right here. I break down step by step exactly how I do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.